Our topic for discussion is minimum spanning tree problem. Popularly known as MST in the literature. So for this problem, input is a connected graph G. Question, find a minimum weighted spanning tree. So in particular, this graph is undirected and it is weighted. So when I say it is a weighted graph, weight is a function. So when we say weighted, the edges are weighted. So it is an edge weighted graph. So weight is a function. So we map E1 to some weight, say 10, E2 to say 100. In general, E3 to some number, say 5, and E is mapped to weight of E. And this one is an integer or some real number and so on. Okay. So we are given an edge weighted undirected graph and we wish to find a spanning tree of least weight. That's our objective. What is a spanning tree? What is a tree? Tree is a connected plus an acyclic subgraph of G or acyclic graph. It is a connected and an acyclic graph. When we say spanning, then the tree must contain all vertices of G. Which means vertex set of T is same as vertex set of G. So a tree T spanning all of G is called a spanning tree. So what we look for is basically a subgraph containing all vertices of G, and that subgraph is connected and acyclic in nature. Put it in other words, we ask for a tree spanning all of V of G, or we simply ask for a spanning tree. So consider this graph. Let's assume the weights are 1, 1, 2, 10, 5, 6, 5, 3. Now you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at this subgraph. This subgraph is a tree. It is connected and acyclic. There are no cycles here. And it is containing all of G. There are 5 vertices here and there are 5 vertices here. So this one is a spanning tree. What about the weights? Weight, this one is 1 and 2, 3 is 10 and this one is 5. This one is 3. Now you can also have something like this, right? 1, 2 and say 5. And this one is say 4, say 3. Its weights are 1, 1 and this one is 5 and 4 to 3 is 5. If you look at this, this is also a spanning tree. It is a connected and an acyclic subgraph spanning all of G. Now you see that for a graph, one can find more than one spanning tree. What about the weight of this tree? Weight of this tree is you simply sum all the weights. So that's precisely 1 plus 10 plus 5 plus 3. So which is 19. And weight of this tree is 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 5, which is 12. So what we see between these two is this one is better because this weight is smaller than this. So like this we may find other spanning trees also. Of all this, we want the one for which the weight is minimum. That's precisely the objective. So given a connected graph, in particular undirected edge-weighted graph, we wish to find a spanning tree of minimum weight. And there may be many spanning trees. Of all that, we want to choose the one for which weight is least. Now, we want to see this as an algorithmic question. There are two popular algorithms which we shall be discussing as part of this course. One is by Kruskal's algorithm. Another one is by Prim's algorithm. Both follow greedy strategy. So both are greedy algorithms. So which means it starts from a local optimum, thinking that or intuitively if you observe that, you see that by moving from one local optimum to another local optimum, we will indeed reach the global optimum or we will indeed obtain a minimum weight spanning tree. Fine. And both algorithms, they preserve a property or they maintain an invariant. So we will also look at what is that invariant, which we will use it as part of our proof of correctness. So both of them maintain an invariant which will be preserved iteration after iteration, meaning which is why it's called invariant, a property that is preserved iteration after iteration. So what is an invariant? A property that is preserved after each iteration. Okay. So something like you may have a subtree and you keep growing that subtree. So you ensure that at the end of each iteration what you have is a subtree. So, or you may have a graph which is acyclic in nature. We ensure that we keep maintaining acyclicity as we move from iteration to iteration. So we shall look at these two algorithms and its complexity as part of this course. We shall discuss Kruskal's algorithm first. Consider this graph. With respect to this, let us run our greedy strategy. So step 1 of greedy strategy says sort E of G. E of G meaning H set of G. So in it is minimum weight. So sort them in increasing order. There are duplicates, so say non-decreasing order. With respect to this order, let me call this order as say sigma. So with respect to sigma, include an edge into empty if inclusion does not create a cycle. So initially T will be empty. What it says is initially T is empty. We start building the tree. We start building the tree and start including the edge as per this order. So which means we consider the least weight edge, which is AB or BF. We can consider anything. So let us include say AB. So what it says is you include AB when if inclusion does not create a cycle. Initially T is empty, so if you include this, there is no cycle at all. Then consider the next edge, which is 1. What it says is you include the edge BF because its inclusion is not creating a cycle. Next, as per the ordering, it is 2, so it is AF. But when we include AF, you see that it is creating a cycle. So skip that and consider the next edge with respect to the sorted order. So we are not including this because inclusion of AF creates a cycle. The next one is CD. If we include CD, you see that there is no cycle created. So we are including this. After that, with respect to the ordering, it is 3. So include DE. With respect to the ordering, next edge is EC, but inclusion of EC creates a cycle, so we don't. Next, with respect to the ordering, it is EB, so we include EB. So how long we continue this process? So we run step 2 for n minus 1 iterations. What is n? Number of vertices. N represents the number of vertices. Or stop the algorithm after including n minus 1 edges. Stop after including n minus 1 edges. That's all. Now you see that there are 6 vertices and we have added 5 edges. We stop our algorithm now. Run this step 2. First sort the edges. First edge is AB. Add them because inclusion of this does not create a cycle. Then include BF. Inclusion of this does not create a cycle. But when we include this edge, it creates a cycle. So you stop. And then go to the next edge. Stop in the sense you skip that and go to the next edge. And next edge is CD. And inclusion of this does not create a cycle. Consider. Then it is this. But when we include EZ, it creates a cycle. So skip and then take the next edge. This. And we stop our algorithm because we have included n minus 1 edges. And this is precisely our minimum spanning tree. It requires a proof, but the algorithm claims that when you stop the algorithm, what you have is a minimum spanning tree, and the weight of this tree is 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5. Okay. And we may find other spanning trees also. For example, this one is also a spanning tree, but whose weight is more than this. Fine. So what it says is scan all the edges with respect to this ordering, and when you look at an edge, see whether inclusion of that edge creates a cycle. And if it is not creating a cycle, include, otherwise skip and go to the next stage. So keep doing it until you include n minus 1 edges. When you have included n minus 1 edges, stop the algorithm. Okay, so that's all it says. And for a given graph, we may find more than one minimum spanning tree. This algorithm is giving 1. It is not listing all of them, and it is only giving you a minimum spanning tree. But for the underlying graph, we may find more than 1. There are examples where we may find more than one minimum spanning tree, which we shall see next. And we will also analyze what is the time complexity of this greedy algorithm.